And good evening, everybody. This is Cruiser Chris from the Cruiser Chris World Network. And today is New Year's Eve. Today I will be giving a speech about my reflections of 2020, things that I'm thankful for, as well as goals that I hope to achieve for myself in 2021, people who I am thankful for to have in my life, who help me on an everyday basis to be able to do what it is that I would like to do. And then I will say a prayer and give a moment of reflection for the people who have worked so hard to keep us safe in 2020, and for those who we have lost this year due to a worldwide pandemic. So let's begin. 2020 has not been an easy year for anyone on the planet of Earth. There have been many challenges that all of us have had to overcome. But I think one thing that I can say is that 2020 has taught us a lot of lessons. The first is to appreciate the friends and family that you have in your life, because you never know when their time will come where they are called home and they are no longer around in your life to give them a call or give them a hug or let them know how thankful you are for them. I would highly encourage anybody who is around family, either today or in the next few days, to let them know how much you appreciate the fact that they are in your life and how thankful you are for the lessons that they have taught you and how much they mean to you. The other thing that I think 2020 has taught us is to not really take things that you used to think were mundane and everyday, ordinary things for granted, because you never know when a situation like this will stop those things from being able to happen. I'll give you an example of that. In my regular day job, I work as a laborist at a day program in my local area. I have not been able to go to my day program since February of this year due to the restrictions placed on us by our local government because of the pandemic. I miss all of the staff and all of my friends that work with me at the day program. I can't wait for the day to come though we still don't know when that day is, that we will be able to go back to the day program, or I will be able to go back to the day program and see all of my friends again. But until I can see all of my friends and my staff at the day program again, I would just like to tell them how thankful I am to have them as a part of my life, and thank them for the lessons that they have taught me, because without those lessons, I would not be the kind of person that I am today, being able to do what I want to do and make my decisions the way I want to make them, and still do it in a safe and protected manner. I would also like to thank my day-to-day workers that come by and help me through my day-to-day operations of my life. My PCA Hannah and my ILS worker Tracy are two integral people to me being able to succeed and accomplish the goals that I want to accomplish in my daily life. I am forever grateful for both of them and all of the lessons and learning that we have done together this year in 2020. May we be able to expand upon all that learning in 2021, so that I may continue to learn and grow and be prosperous. Next, I would like to thank the members of my family who stand behind me every day and give me advice and guidance as I try to work my way through life and through that unique situation that all of us are going through. So I would like to thank my brother and my mom, my uncles and aunts, my grandma and grandpa, and my dad in spirit for being there for me and offering me guidance during these challenging times. I would also like to thank my wheelchair technicians, Paul and Tim, for all the hard work that they have helped me accomplish this year. I got a new standing frame this year, so I'm able to get up and stretch myself out and improve my circulation and oxygen levels and many other things. So thank you, Paul and Tim, and everybody in the office at my medical company that provides me the help that I need on a daily basis, sometimes with the equipment that I need. I would also like to take a moment to thank my caddy worker, Rosie Jensen, and my my medic nurse, Dr. that he's my next person to thank. My medic nurse, Mary Lee, for being there during some very challenging times this year when I needed some guidance about things. They've always been there for me and been there to be a voice of guidance when my mom or another member of my family or a friend might not know all the answers. I would also like to thank, and for those of you that know me, this next person that I thank should come to know as no surprise. And I'm very open about my journey on my channel here. I would like to thank my doctor of psychology, Dr. Marty, for calling me every other week and checking up on me and making sure that I'm staying on task and getting my mind off of some of the negativity in the world right now. I would also like to thank my doctors and my medical professionals that are a part of my team, as they help me to make sure that I stay safe and healthy during these challenging times. Without the support of all of you, I do not know where I would be. So I would like to take a moment and say a personal thank you to all of you. It means so much to me that there are highly qualified people such as yourselves there to help me. Now I'm going to move on to moments of reflection. So, I want to say that I think 2020 has taught us to be more appreciative and of the things that we have instead of the things that we don't have. So I would encourage all of you to kind of make a mental list of things. Talk about the things that you do have instead of the things that you don't have. And then be thankful that you have those things that you do have. And maybe be a little bit more patient and work a little bit more harder to get those things that you want that you don't yet have. But don't be frustrated if they don't come to you right away. Because sometimes the things that you want take a little bit of work to get. So you just have to be patient and willing to accept that what you want doesn't always come right away. I think also this year has taught us to be resilient. And I know that this year has also taught me that I can do anything that I want to do if I put my mind to it. It has also taught me to be more confident in myself and helped me to understand that I can do more than I sometimes let myself do, because I have people around me that are willing to help me. And for that I will say, though you have people around you that are willing to help you, always try and do what you can on your own before you go and ask for help. Because the more that you can do on your own, the better off you'll be. Then if some day down the line your help gets decreased or ultimately taken away from you for some reason, maybe it might have happened because of budget cuts and stuff like that, and other unforeseen circumstances, because you practiced when you had the help and you mastered the skills when you had the help, you can now do whatever you want to do independently. And let me be really honest with you when I say this. The more that you learn to do independently, the better off you're going to feel as a person. Because you won't feel like sad because you feel like you can't accomplish something. Because like my mom always said, can't never could do anything. So, take risks, but do it safely. And if it's your first time doing something and you're not quite comfortable doing it on your own, have somebody there with you that can kind of be an extra set of eyes and ears to help you along your journey. The next segment that I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you to some people that have been working in the community to keep all of us safe during the pandemic. So I would like to begin with members of law enforcement. It hasn't been an easy year for members of law enforcement, as they've had to go on the front lines to some really nasty calls related to the pandemic and stuff like that, as well as many others. So thank you, law enforcement, for doing all that you do to keep us safe. The same thing goes for the firefighters. Without you, we wouldn't always be able to get the assistance that we needed when we have a medical situation. We have some fireworks in the background going off. I don't know if you can hear that. Also, I would like to say thank you to the military members that serve at home and abroad to keep us safe and secure and allow us to be free. For if we didn't have all of you to keep us safe from our foreign adversaries, we wouldn't be able to remain safe and free like we all want to be. So thank you to the men and women in uniform and the nurses and doctors that are working with not only the coronavirus patients, but the everyday patients that come in to the hospital to get treatment for whatever they might need treatment for. Thank you for everything that you do for us to keep us healthy and prosperous. May all of you be able to stay safe as we continue our journey on to 2021. May we be able to do it with your help safely and in good health. Lastly, I would like to take a moment to recognize those who we have lost due to this pandemic in 2020. There are too many empty seats at the tables today because of the pandemic. We will do what we can, and we must do what we can to make sure that the memories of the people who we lost because of this pandemic and other situations, but especially this pandemic, is never forgotten. And I can tell you that I will do everything I can to honor the memories of people that I know who have either been affected by COVID or have lost their battle due to COVID. Because the death of these people and the memories of what they were able to create in their lives must not be forgotten. For if we forget, we will lose sight on the goal that we need to accomplish together. May you rest in peace, and may you be able to visit your families in spirit so that they know that you're okay and you can make sure that they are okay. In your name we say these prayers. Amen. So as we go from 2020 to 2021, I would like to talk about some of the goals that I'm wanting to accomplish this year. For those of you that don't know, I started this YouTube channel in January of 2020 because I wanted to bring awareness to people, whether they be disabled as well or able-bodied people, for what it's like to live everyday life with a disability. I don't let that get in my way. I just find ways to work around that, and that's what I would encourage everybody to do, is even though your life may be faced with challenges, find ways to overcome those challenges so that you can make your life the best life that you can for yourself. So I would like to try to grow my channel this year to up over 1,000 connections, or more commonly referred to as subscribers. And I would like to try to get 4,000 watch hours by the end of 2021 so I can get monetized. I realize that I can't do this goal without the help of all of you. So I would invite all of you that if I have subscribed to you in 2020, but maybe you've been so busy that you have not had time to subscribe to me back, please, we would invite you to revisit the Cruiser Chris World Network, watch one of our videos like this, and leave an organic comment along with a thumbs up. And if you feel so inclined to share videos like this, we would be very happy for you to do that for us. I would also like to try to get my ham radio technician's license this year, because for those of you who also have been on the channel for a long time, you know that I'm a huge space geek, and I would like to be able to talk to the satellites on orbit that have ham radio repeaters on them, and I would like to be able to talk to the astronauts on the ISS. So this is going to be one of the main goals that I work on this year, is working on getting my technician's license. And for a moment, I would like to thank all of my friends in the ham radio world for coming alongside me. Andy, Ray, Jim, Nigel, and so many others that I can't even name. I would like to thank all of you for coming alongside me and being guides along my journey to becoming a ham. For it is because of all of you that I am going to succeed at this goal, and I will be so forever thankful for all of your support along my current journey now and future journeys. And so I would like to take a moment to say once again, thank you to all of my friends in the ham radio world who have worked with me this year in 2020 to help me learn and grow. So, in closing, I would like to say that hopefully all of the goals that I've accomplished in 2020 and all of the goals that I have yet to accomplish but that I started in 2020 can carry over to 2021, and we can go through this year together, and it can be prosperous in 2021 even more than it was in 2020 for all of us. I am hopeful that we will be able to meet in person again in 2021. However, if that doesn't come yet in 2021 because of the current situation that the world is going through, I would understand, and I would just ask us all to keep working together as a team, because after all, that's what all of us are on the planet for, is to help each other through life's challenges and support each other when we have good times and be there for each other when maybe one of our brothers isn't having the best of days. So I would just ask everybody to come together and focus on trying to unite instead of divide. That would be my hope for 2021. 2020, you have given us so many challenges, and we are thankful that you have given us those challenges, because through those challenges, we have learned to grow and expand our knowledge of the world, and we have learned to be together and be more appreciative of one another. So thank you, 2020. I know you tried to knock us down, but we are resilient, and we will continue to be resilient into 2021 and years after, because that is one of the resounding goals of the world, is no matter what challenges you are given, you fight through and you do what you can to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. So thank you once again, everybody who has joined the Cruiser Chris World Network and the Cruiser Chris World Warrior family in 2020. For those of you that are going to join in 2021, welcome to the family. Don't be shy. If you have any suggestions for videos, please let us know in the comments section. Feel free to share all of the videos that are public on the Cruiser Chris World Network. And if you have any suggestions or questions for me, or maybe you have a topic that you want me to research, let us know about it, and we will research it and make a video out of it. Thank you, everybody, for 2020. Farewell, 2020. Hello, 2021. Remember the people who we lost in 2020, and let us help keep the memories of the people who we lost in our lives, or anybody who has been stricken by this very, very nasty pandemic. Keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And dear Lord, please help us to remain strong and vibrant, and help us to keep fighting for what's right. In your name we say